figure I hop on here, get used to being on live while I'm making this chick tuna for dinner. You know, I it's something to get used to. It's something to get used to. Usually, when my husband heads out to handle business and work or whatnot, I'm on the phone with my mom's. But that hasn't been the case for the last year because my beautiful girl transitioned. For those of you who follow me, I'm pretty sure you already know. She transitioned 2025. So it's been a year. Um, and it has been a year. It has been a year. There's been what should have been downs that turned around into ups. There's been challenges. There's still challenges going on, but still surviving and thriving, and I'm grateful for it. Well, one thing I got on here specifically for while I was making this because it's bothering my heart, and it's truly bothering my heart. One thing about me, one thing that has always been about me is I will do my best to vibe, rock, and deal with family as long as I can. I don't always last that long, but it is what it is. One thing about it, if you call me, I'm showing up. I don't get nobody no trouble, truly, unless they come asking for trouble. I'm me. I am me. And you get what you ask for, truly. But it is something to have family know just how close you and your mother was. To have family know just how much your mama loved you. Your mama, like you were her baby. You were her last. You were that one. The one that she could count on. And I know people get offended, people get mad, and people say whatever it is that they say. But at the end of the day, and the only reason why I changed, whether I was here or out of state, my mama knew she could call me. We gonna talk. We gonna have a conversation. A lot of people don't understand. A lot of people base relationships off of monetary. What can a person do for you? But a lot of times, folks just need somebody to talk to hash some things out, to get clarity. And me and my mama used to do that. Whether it was her issue or mine, that's something that we did. That was our thing. We talked about everything. Just about everything. And a lot of things we didn't talk about because one thing about me is I would talk about myself, but I very rarely talk about other folks. Because other people got other things. They got their own business. Hello, hello, hello. So I'm saying all that to say it's it's difficult when you come across family that you love. Like today, prime example, and I ain't trying to put her in nothing. I never will. I love my cousin, but I came across one of my big cousins today, and it's always a joy to see her. And because of her heart and how she is towards family, she asks, what's going on? Why you not talking to this? And that's your family, them your siblings. I mean, literally, she's pushing to promote oneness, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it because ideally, that's what I would want. Ideally, hell, I promote it on here. Family, 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 the community, so on and so forth. But sometimes you have to realize that some people ain't family, they just relatives. Blood don't always make you family. And it ain't no love lost, it just is what it is. When people would rather spray your name than come and find out the truth, you know, if people would rather hold on to you in a moment where most people can't even function, and you walking around high functioning, handling things, and people just assume, oh, you all right? How? It's something else. It's something else. Great rising. You must be on the other side of the other side of the world. She said good morning. It's late around here. But it's something else. And it's like, boy, boy, you want to promote it. I want to promote family. Hell, I love my family. I love my husband. I love my children. I love my siblings over there. I love my aunts and uncles over there. You know what I'm saying? I love my daddy. It's just People are who they are. And when you know who you are as a person, and you know that that one person who would tell you, TJ, don't say nothing. TJ, be quiet. That person not here no more. So you know that people coming at you any kind of way ain't gonna fly no more. You remove yourself. When you know that these people don't care nothing about you truly, you remove yourself. They would rather go out and reach, and this is what hurt me. This is what really hurt me. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I'm gonna just go ahead and do it since I'm on here. Why not, right? Why not? Little therapy session so I can go ahead and get this off my chest and handle what I need to handle. It is something to be the one who is always around. Always around. We ain't talking about showing up to clean or you just around. You come to hang out. You come to drop off. You come to pick up. You're constantly around. If you ain't around, you on the phone. This is what you do. This is what you do. Like, this is your everyday. And you do about 4-5 times a week. On the slow weeks, you get about 2 to 3 times. But guaranteed, there ain't going to be too much time going past without your parents seeing you. This was me and my mama. Even before I had children. Shoot, before I had children, there wasn't a day that went by that this lady didn't see me. I would get off work and go to her. Or I would go over on my lunch breaks. Like, I was always there, doctor's appointments, so on and so forth. So for people to assume that when this lady passed away, because I was able to walk with my back straight, that I was okay. In what world? In what world? Mind you, I'm 40. The rest of y'all in y'all 50s and 60s and y'all losing y'all rabbit, but I'm okay. Y'all got grown children and grandchildren. I got a 12-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 3-year-old, but I'm okay. My Lord. No, that's an excuse, and that's selfishness. And I'm saying that because if there's anybody else that's going through this, you can cut ties with no love lost. You don't have to do that. Nobody has to subject themselves to that, because I never did it to anybody else. I never did it to anybody else. My family, my friends, in their times of need, they could call me. And I showed up. I show up. Period. I'm in the hospitals. I'm at shows. I'm at awards. I'm at your house. I'm there. I get excuses. Boy. And then to find out that my name, my character, from people who don't even know me, ain't even took the time to know me. The last experience y'all had of me was as a child, and y'all ain't really experienced me then. Everything was based off of what somebody else said. Not even knowing me, because the ones who know me love me to pieces. Love me to pieces, the ones who know me. But it's the ones who dealing with the ones who don't deal. Why they don't deal, I can't tell you. I ain't did nothing to them. But except for be honest, maybe that's the problem, too honest. But either way, it's a hard feeling to know that when your mama passed away and you're her last child, and not just the last child, the most active child. The most active child. Excuse me. And people would much rather talk bad about you, make it seem like you was the problem, make it seem like you just went through shunning and shutting down everything, like these folks was just the cream of the damn crop. That's some wild stuff. Some wild stuff, because they showed up in the last hours. What? What? You get to show up at the end of everything. You show up at the end of everything. And that's who everybody run to. I want to make sure this, you know what the reality of it is? People check on the ones who do the same stuff that they did because they can relate to it. If you was a part-time child, if you only dealt with your parents when it was beneficial to you, You gonna deal with the ones who move the way that you move. If you were a child who truly dealt with your parents, you was truly in that, in and out. Your mom, I can't say parents. I ain't no hypocrite. I don't move like this with my daddy. By request. And I will respect your honors. But even still, people, it's crazy. It's crazy. The lack, just the sheer lack is just disgusting. Literally broke my heart to hear that. And I already knew, but to hear it, to know that these so-called relatives are putting all the stress, the drama, the blame, the fact that I don't deal with them on me. Everything that happened surrounding my mom's passing, her services, the family being out of order, they put it on me. But that's okay. That's okay, because I'm going to go ahead and put it on them. I have relatives who treated my mother like a second thought, an afterthought. She was a resource, because you ain't call her till you needed her. She was a resource. Oh, Auntie Frony, can you help me do this? Mama, can you? Grandma, can you? Boy. The same people. My mom would break her neck, sick or otherwise, to get to her people. Very few. Very few. Very few. Very few. And then I still didn't even say nothing about that. I left that alone. My mom had specific wishes. I left that alone too, just so that they could have what they wanted. She didn't want to be buried. She didn't want no service in no church. But that made them feel better. So y'all do what y'all do. My mama didn't care to have our own people hanging around her, so-called praying. But because that made y'all feel better, I let y'all do what y'all do. And yes, I let y'all do what y'all do because I had control over everything. And I still step back and let y'all do what y'all do. And then to turn around and say that I was the problem, I could have been. I truly could have been. But I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I just, it is what it is. It is what it is. I had to get it off my chest. And to be quite honest, I love the fact that I don't even know who the hell's listening. I don't know who's here. I don't. And I'm happy about it because it's literally just a venting session. I don't even need an amen choir. It's a venting session because people annoy the hell out of me sometimes. Like the sheer audacity, the nerve to try to act like you was doing so much and y'all wasn't even doing for your own mama. My mama was taking care of my grandma. Y'all turned y'all backs on her as soon as my grandma passed away. And she continued to deal with y'all because that's just her heart. I ain't got that. I love you from afar. I ain't got to deal with none of you. But it's just, I don't know. I just had to get that off my chest. And for whoever heard it, appreciate you. Whoever can relate, praying for you. It's weird out here, man. It's weird out here. The good part is this chick tuna's almost done. Oh, God, my God. All right, well, that was a good little 14-minute rant. I'll catch y'all on the next live. Be easy.